Introduced called the PI certification. It's actually a certification that you can go through to elevate your business, whether you're a real estate agent, whether you're a lender, whether you're a financial advisor, whether you're a tax professional, whether you're a private banker, whether you're a property manager. The list goes on and on. If you are a professional looking to raise your game, looking to add more value to your clients, and looking to add more of your ideal clients. Now, I know what you're saying. You're probably thinking, I'm so busy, I don't have time for something else. What if we could get rid of the bottom 20% of your clients, the ones who take all your time, and replace those with the top 20% of your clients, those who you love, who are profitable, and you just love pouring into? The PI certification has the ability to do exactly that. It has the ability to top grade your business, grow your business, all in a very relationship-based method. Today, I'm going to walk you through what is the PI certification and why you need to pay very close attention to how important this is in our marketplace right now. Folks, it's going to be a great episode. The big question is this: how do those of us in the real estate industry with crazy amounts of ambition, how do we think bigger than the building of our own empires? How do we simultaneously seek success and significance, income and impact? My name is Justin Stoddard, and this is the Think Bigger Real Estate Show. All right, guys, welcome back to the Think Bigger Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Justin Stoddard. I am very excited again, as I mentioned, to be here today to share with you a concept that's going to change the way you think about your business. Now, for those of you that have followed me on this journey for a while, you know that I've been adamant, absolutely adamant about professional referrals, of helping you scale your warm market business through other referrals. And I'm here to tell you the way that I've been going about it was ineffective. Yeah, this book over my shoulder here taught most of the story. Now I have the final puzzle piece that's actually helping professionals to get a lot of referrals in a hurry. But I do want to point to something here really quickly. Right now, the term AI is getting a lot of attention, a lot of press, right? Everybody's excited about what AI can do for them. The things that they used to have to do, they now can have AI do. Let me just tell you that built into that is a very slippery slope. That when we give big tech and consumers in general the concept that we have replaced some of what we do with technology, guess what? Doesn't that just open the door for them to take more of what we do? Now, I'm not saying we should be responsibility hoarders or task hoarders. That's not a good idea. I am saying, though, that if you're using things like artificial intelligence to replace yourself, it is only going to hasten the pace at which you get replaced. But if you can use great technology to enhance yourself, to improve yourself, to empower yourself, to elevate yourself, then you're on the right track. And what I want to share is that when you couple those types of technologies with the concept of having professional insight, ProInsight, it gives you the ability to really build a bulletproof business in any market. And so today I want to talk about the PI certification. So for those of you who don't know, yes, I founded Think Bigger Real Estate, coaching and consulting company for the real estate and title industries. I'm also host, of course, here of the Think Bigger Real Estate Show. And earlier this year, I accepted the position as CEO of ProInsight. Now, ProInsight, what is it that we do at ProInsight? We're elevating your influence. You say, elevating your influence. What do you mean by that? Think about all of the clients who are your ideal clients, who you would love to be in business with, but you don't know them. And for you to reach out to them, you would be a solicitor or a vendor at best, just a common real estate agent, one of many that they know. At ProInsight, what we're doing is we're helping elevate your influence so that you get in the path of these relationships, these conversations that are already happening. And I'll put it this way, is that there are professionals right now in your marketplace, right now, who are meeting with your ideal clients. They've got deep relationships with your clients. With one simple text message, they could introduce you and you would come in as an advisor expert, a leader, a mentor to them. Okay, but why is that not happening? Why is all day long you're not being introduced to professionals who are already serving your ideal clients? Well, it's because there's a few things missing. And today I'm going to walk you through what those are. For those that maybe aren't as familiar with my journey, about a year and a half ago, I founded a company, again, Think Bigger Real Estate. I'd been coaching for almost 8 years prior to that, real estate agents. But I made it official and formally split out into my own company, in which I was coaching real estate agents. I was coaching them the principles of my book, The Upstream Model. Now, I want to give you a metaphor here. I want you to think of the things that I had been teaching as teaching one player on the basketball team. In other words, the point guard knew all the plays, and you would step out into the marketplace and try and enact those plays with other professionals. Okay. Again, the Upstream Model is a blueprint for helping you to get professional referrals. However, if you're the only one that knows the blueprint, if you're the only one that's looking at that playbook, it's not going to go very well, right? Again, in my background, using that metaphor a little more deeply, I was a general contractor for almost a decade. And I knew the floor plans inside and out. But if I had a subcontractor, let's say an electrician or a plumber or a concrete guy that came in and didn't know the floor plans and just kind of started haphazardly putting stuff together, it would be a total mess. The home would not be what it could be, right? It might not even stand. And so what I'm saying is that the missing link in you getting professional for referrals isn't that you don't know the plays, is that the professionals around you don't know the plays. Okay, let me say that again. It's not that you don't know how to do this. And I would argue that there's some things that you could definitely improve. Unless you've studied very closely with me to know the model of not showing up as a solicitor, there's some things that we can help you to improve. But the big missing link is the fact that you're the only guy on the team that knows the plays. Until now. What we at ProInsight have done is we've created the PI certification. It's a 6-hour certification. It's priced at what 10% it's worth. Like the value, as people come out the other side, they're like, oh my goodness, that was the best training that I've had on this topic, on creating a warm market business that I've ever had. Like we're getting that feedback. And the price it's priced at 10% of really what people are saying that it was worth to them. So that's cool, right? So this PI certification, what it does is it gives you the ability to learn a higher and better way of having a referral-based business with other professionals. And the real value is when you get your professional network to go through this certification with you. So what I want to do right now is just watch together a quick 4-minute video that will overview the PI certification. And then I want to talk a little bit more about it and specifically how you might go about getting your professional network in front of this certification so that you can actually benefit from these concepts. So let's go ahead here. Give me just a quick sec here while I get this set up. All right, here we go. Hi, I'm Justin Stoddart, CEO of ProInsight. You're likely seeing this video because someone in your network sees you as a fellow professional with whom they would like to align in the creation of a wealth advisory team. Here's why this matters right now. The professional services industry is at an inflection point. With AI on the tip of everyone's tongue, big tech is working tirelessly to keep well-paid service professionals in their crosshairs, squeezing their margins. These professionals include real estate agents, mortgage lenders, financial advisors, insurance agents, tax professionals, and attorneys, to name a few. While most people see this as a threat, we see it as an incredible opportunity to align relationship-based professionals with both proprietary service models and with cutting-edge technology. We believe that technology should empower and enhance relationships, not replace them. As a result, we have created the first ever Professional Insight certification. PI integrates the efforts of remarkable service-based professionals from various industries. Within this certification, professionals learn how to create a wealth advisory team. As these professionals collaborate and serve their ideal clients, they create an experience that is both unique and highly valued in their marketplace. The PI certification encompasses 4 sections. The first section is becoming more referable, which includes positioning, where you'll be aligned with those that refer you your ideal clients. Referability, where you'll be on a team of those who see you as being highly referable. Remarkable, where you will learn and implement a simple system for creating raving fan clients. The second section of the PI certification is powerful partnerships, which includes the upstream model, where you'll identify professionals whose current clients will naturally become your next clients. The annual wealth preview, which brings you into the client experience of aligned professionals. communication systems, where you'll be able to stop spending so much time and money marketing through this new paradigm. The third section covers building your wealth advisory team and includes who belongs, where you will surround yourself with those whose clients need you next. Engaging, where you'll be appreciated and welcomed into the client conversations of aligned professionals. Integrating, where you will cut out all of the wasted time of traditional professional networking and get right to delivering value to your clients and to their clients. The fourth section teaches you how to serve with your wealth advisory team, which entails outward events, where you will be promoted and edified in front of your wealth advisory team's clients. Communication concierge, where you'll enjoy the economies of scale without the burden of promoting your own events. You'll then learn inward events, where you will easily access and implement the best of class practices from a national network of professionals in your business vertical. If you want to rise above the margin compressing reach of big tech and claim a minimum of 2 professional referrals every single month, then register to attend the ProInsight certification with the person who shared this video with you, or find the very next session that works with your schedule. We're excited to meet you and to help you build your local wealth advisory team, which will be part of a national network on the ProInsight platform. All right, guys, as you can see, the PI certification goes in depth. It goes in depth on not just training you how to be a better referral partner. And I'll be honest, that's where most professionals stop, is that they go to their industry, whether you're a financial advisor listening to this, whether you're a lender, whether you are a real estate professional, whether you're a tax professional, you've probably learned how to grow a warm market business, how to stay in contact with your sphere, maybe even how to get professional referrals. The difference is nobody has ever created a training that transcends all industries, that you can actually say, I'm going to bring my professional network to this certification, and it's going to unite all of us around the same language. It's going to unite all of us around the same thinking, to where we start to work very cohesively and collaboratively. And let me just share that. Oftentimes when people hear about ProInsight, they think, oh, this sounds kind of like a referral group, like a morning networking group. And let me just be very clear that those have some efficacy, right? They work for some professionals. I will say that I've been a part of a number of them, and I always left because the time that I was spending in those was not a good investment based on the return that I was getting. Okay, I was in one as a high-end home builder. I was in one when I was in a brokerage business. I was in one when I was in the title business. And although I have still very close friendships with the people that are in there, the people in the room weren't the best professionals in their industry, right? Rarely are they, because the very top professionals in your marketplace are not going to step out of billable hours for 90 minutes to 2 hours plus every single week to be in a room of people, only some of whom can actually refer you. So there's a real breakdown there, is that you get professionals who are wanting to grow, but not necessarily influential enough to give you your ideal clients. ProInsight is very different than that. People ask, well, how often do you get together? Well, you get together for a quarterly mastermind to break bread and get to know each other. Outside of that, you get brought into the client experiences of the fellow people on your team. For example, if I'm a real estate agent and I recognize that my clients are moving to a different state and they're going to need a good tax advisor, I'm going to bring that tax advisor to the table to co-consult with me. In other words, we're not creating all this time behind the scenes, getting to know each other so we can refer each other. In my opinion, that's the old model and it's broken. You don't get the top professionals. What we're doing is that we're aligning these professionals through this ProInsight certification. And we're then teaching them how to bring each other into the very client experiences of their clients. In other words, how much time do I spend doing this? Well, the time that you spend doing this is being introduced into the client experience of your ideal clients. In other words, the other professionals are simply bringing you to the table. That's when you're meeting. That's what that meeting looks like. That's the meeting, is when you're being introduced in a collaborative conversation with your ideal clients, or you're bringing other professionals to the table to co-consult with your clients. So my invitation to everybody listening to this is that if you have enough business and it's filled with your ideal clients, then you've already got it figured out. Perfect. Congrats, right? But if you don't, if you're like, I would take some more clients, or I would even like to top grade my clients. I'd love to cut the bottom 20%, right? Now, I might still be friends with them, but they're not going to be my clients. Okay. And I would love to top grade and fill my funnel, fill my business, fill my day, fill my client base with the top 20%. If that resonates with you, then ProInsight is an opportunity for you. Again, whether you're a financial advisor, a mortgage loan officer, a private banker, a tax professional, an attorney, if you're in that spot where it's like, yeah, I'm good at what I do. I have plenty of clients, but I would take more and I would take better, more and better, then this is the fastest path forward for you. Because you don't, again, have to go to a morning networking group to try and get to know other people or a chamber of commerce. Nothing against those. But there is a faster path to get professional referrals. That faster path is to align with other professionals who share your same ideal clients, go through the PI certification, learning precisely what it looks like to work cohesively, to actually bring each other to the table in consultation with your ideal clients who are their existing clients. So if that resonates with you, I'd encourage you to just send me a direct message. I'd love to get you into our next session, which will be in August. And in that session, you'll be able to not only have an aha and awakening as to what this can do for your business, but we're going to help your professional network, the professionals around you who you've probably been referring already. We're going to help them to have that same awakening. So you might say, well, I'll go so that I can learn how to be a good referral partner. If that's what you're looking for, is just how to give more. But I know many real estate agents will say this, that like, I always get invited to the buffet. I bring the food, everyone else brings the fork, right? If you felt like that before, maybe you're a tax professional and you feel like that. Maybe you're a financial advisor and you feel like that. And I'm saying this because I've heard testimonials from all of these industries of people saying like, yeah, I give a lot of referrals to other professionals. I'd love it if they'd even reciprocate 10% of what I give to them. The challenge isn't that you're not doing a good job or even that you're not asking. The challenge is you haven't had an independent third party teach them how to be a good referral partner to you. And I don't even like the word referral partner because it goes back to that old model. We're not even doing referrals per se, right? We're actually doing, it's introductions. We're just bringing you into our client conversation because it's good for our clients. Not because I owe you one because you bought golf or because we show up every morning at the same location or every, Friday morning at the same location, right? That model gets old and it doesn't breed the best professionals in the marketplace. You want to get the best professionals in the marketplace? Tell them that I'm going to replace your bottom 20% with your top 20% ideal clients with no weekly meetings. I simply want to introduce you into my ideal clients. And how do they get to that point where they're willing to do that? They go through the PI certification. The PI certification is the answer for you to unite your professional network around the concept that you all are better together than you are alone. That your client experience is better bringing other people in versus you doing it all by yourself. And their client experience is better when they bring you to the table than them doing it all by themselves. At the end of the day, this is in the best interest of the clients. I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. A friend of mine named Grant. Grant, if you're listening, it's not Grant Cardone. So someone actually asked me that today. It's a different Grant. Grant came to me and said, Justin, when is the real estate industry going to change? I said, what do you mean by that, Grant? And he said, well, I called up my real estate agent and I said, I'm ready to buy another property. I found the property. I know how much you want to pay for it. Will you write the contract? Let me in the door and make sure everything looks good. And the agent, of course, did that. Now, if you're a real estate agent, you're like, oh my goodness, that's the holy grail of real estate. And by the way, that never happens. But when it does, you're super grateful for it. So Grant did that. And then he looked at me and he said, and that my agent and the other agent want to collect $30,000 for doing that. I'm sorry, but that's not real. Like, that's not sustainable. That needs to change. And I said, Grant, I respect what you're saying. Just so you know, that's not a day in the life of a typical real estate agent. That's not how the industry typically works. Now, you made his day, maybe his week, maybe his month. So kudos to you. But I said, let's stop here for just a minute, Grant. What if in that moment, rather than just writing the contract, what if your agent would have said, I love the property. Great find, Grant. Like, awesome find. Why don't we do a quick huddle with your tax advisor, your lender, and your insurance agent. And by the way, if you don't have someone who is a 9 or a 10 in any one of those categories, I'm happy to bring my person to the table. I've got somebody who's great in all those categories. And let's just consult together with you to make sure that we're helping you take down this property in the most advantageous way possible for your family. And Grant stopped and he's like, whoa, is that what you're doing now? And I was like, yes, for years I've been coaching real estate agents, but I've realized that that's only coaching one person on the team, and we have to coach the whole team. And so now what we do is we tell professionals, we say, bring us your professional partners and we'll teach you how to work collaboratively. But Grant said, wow, if my agent would have done that, oh my goodness, that would be so valuable, because I have to call my lender. Yeah, I got to call my insurance agent. And then I probably should talk to my tax advisor. And so he's saying like, oh my goodness, that'd be so valuable. Keep in mind, with one simple concept, one simple idea, Grant went from resenting his real estate agent and how much he was getting paid to praising his real estate agent. Now, his real estate agent didn't do that because he hasn't yet signed up for the PI certification. But just the concept of that made the consumer go from, I'm overpaying you, dude, I hope you know it, to the other end of the spectrum, which is like, wow, that's so valuable, right? All he did, all that agent did, or that I'd coach that agent to do, right? The only thing that I would coach them to do is to simply make that conversation collaborative, bring Grant's key players to the table, replace any positions where Grant doesn't have an all-star, and lo and behold, bada boom, bada bing, voila, you've got a happy client who was experienced a collaborative experience from all these professionals. Now, obviously that Grant loved that concept. The agent loved it too, because he went from being resented to being praised. Now, do you think the insurance agent that got brought to the table appreciated that? And what about the tax advisor? Of course, right? If they were Grants, they probably love to be in the mix. If the agent is the one who brought their professional to the table, like, oh my goodness, I just got introduced to a client who's getting ready to move and buy a new house right now, and they're ready for me to sign up their insurance. Or the lender saying they're like ready to go. All I got to do is, right, pre-approve them and we're making an offer, right? Like, that's pretty cool. So just know that there is a better way to grow a warm market business. And by the way, it's not the traditional form of referrals. I've taught that for years, and it's hard and it's laborious. And the reason why it's hard and laborious is because I've only been teaching one person on the team how to do it. Only one. So of course, it's like a basketball player going and stepping out on the court with the wrestling team. And it's like, well, he knows all the plays. He's a really good basketball player. Yeah, but he's surrounded by wrestlers that don't know how to hold a basketball. They don't know how to shoot a basketball, right? So now what we're saying is bring your professional partners to the PI certification. We will help you all collaboratively work together to make introductions. We are elevating your influence. You don't have to chase leads. You don't have to ask or beg for referrals. We're going to teach you how to get introductions to your ideal clients at the very moment that they need you. That is the fastest path. That is how we get out ahead of all the value that's being brought from other agents, from other professionals, is we actually combine your value proposition with the value propositions of other industries. And in the process, we get to introduce you to their ideal clients. I'm telling you guys, this is the holy grail of scaling a warm market business. And you need to do this. Like, I have realigned my professional career to do this, to support this, because this was the missing link. This was the thing that kept me from helping people at the level that I wanted to help them. It's because I can't help just one. I have to help the whole team. So in recap, if you are a professional that's looking to grow your business or improve your client base, if you're a professional, an asset-based professional, or even a trade-based professional, we should also talk, because there's a place for you in these similar organizations where you can be a great value-add asset-based professionals by helping them to identify key events that are happening that are going to cause transfer of assets. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Again, reach out to me individually, privately, and I will cue you in on when our next certification is happening. It will be in August, so coming up here very soon. Reach out to me. We'll find one that works for you. And I promise you this, that if you get to the end and you say, Justin, that was not worth 10x my investment, I will refund you. I will personally refund you. Like, it will be worth 10x your investment. It's extremely affordable, and it is the start. It's the journey upon which you are going to be introduced, and your influence is going to be deeply elevated as you're brought into the conversation, edified in front of your ideal clients. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Look forward to being in contact with you and seeing you go down the path of really scaling your warm market business. Talk soon. Honest, hearing good ideas is not enough. You have to apply them in order to get the results desired. If you found value in today's episode, then you're really going to love the community of big thinkers and high achievers that we are building in order to help you to apply the principles taught today. If you're not yet a member of Think Bigger Real Estate on Facebook, go sign up now.